I'm not saying never buy these Pittsburgh homes. I'm saying never buy these Pittsburgh homes casually. Do not wander into this with a latte, a Pinterest board, and the belief that it has so much potential. Pittsburgh has incredible houses, beautiful, historic houses with character, charm, original details, big porches, stained glass, pocket doors, the whole thing. But it also has houses that will financially humble you while you stand in the basement pretending that the smell is probably nothing. So today we're talking about the types of homes I would be extremely careful buying in Pittsburgh. Number one, the hillside with a questionable retaining wall. We are a city of hills. They are part of the charm. They are also part of the invoice. If you are buying a house on, near, above, or below a slope, you need to take that seriously. The city of Pittsburgh has mapped landslide-prone areas, and the city also notes that projects may require stormwater, floodplain, or geotechnical review depending on site conditions. So when I see a retaining wall that is leaning, bowing, cracking, bulging, or giving in, I tell my clients that we are getting expert eyes on it. Number two, the house with a wet basement that everyone is trying to make sound normal. Now, let me be fair. Pittsburgh basements are often imperfect. Some dampness, some old stone, some moisture management, that can be common. But there is a difference between an old basement and one that is about to become an indoor pool. If the listing says something like dampness typical for age, cellar never used basement, or only gets water during heavy rain, that means you should be asking questions and making sure nothing goes unanswered. Water issues are not something to shrug off. Number three, the shiny flip with old bones. You know the one. It has fresh paint, gray floors, white shaker cabinets, and gold hardware. And then you look closer and the roof is old, and the panel is questionable, and the sewer line hasn't been touched, and the windows are tired, and the furnace looks like it remembers the Steelers' first Super Bowl win. I'm not anti-flip. A good renovation can be great, but I am anti-renovations that hide serious issues that could cost you a lot of money. When you're looking for a renovated home, you want to know were permits pulled, where required, who did the work, what was updated and what wasn't, what is the age of the roof, the HVAC, the sewer line, the windows, was this cosmetic or comprehensive? All questions to ask. Number four, the home with active knob and tube wiring and no plan. Pittsburgh has a lot of older homes, and some still have knob and tube wiring. Here, the issue is knowing what you're dealing with. You want to know if it's active, if it's been altered, if insurance will accept it, and so on. Some insurers may decline homes with knob and tube wiring due to a fire risk, which means this can go from being an inspection issue to being a closing issue. Number five, the house in or near a floodplain where no one has thought through insurance. The city of Pittsburgh states that a floodplain permit is required for construction or development in a floodplain overlay district. And FEMA's flood map resources are used for official National Flood Insurance Program flood hazard information. So before you buy, make sure you ask these questions. Is it in a flood zone? If so, is flood insurance required? How much does it cost? Has the property flooded before? What does the insurance quote say? Because the cheapest house on the block may not be so cheap if the risk is high. Number six, the house with a little TLC. I need everyone to understand that TLC is one of the most dangerous phrases in real estate. Sometimes it means paint, carpet, and landscaping. Sometimes it means this house needs a roof, electrical, plumbing, structural repairs, a sewer line, therapy, and a priest. Do not buy a project house based on your vibes. You need estimates. Here's the big point. I do not want people to be afraid of Pittsburgh homes. I want them to be informed. Some of the best homes in the city are old, quirky, imperfect, and full of charm. But you need to know the difference between normal old house stuff and financially dangerous stuff. Character is great, surprise invoices are not. Send this to the friend who keeps saying, but it has so much potential.